Good morning, Vietnam. So, truth. What is truth and what kind of truth? Okay. I have friends, they believe that there are satellites 40,000 kilometers away from Earth with a small little solar panel feeding continents with the signal, receiving and feeding. Wow. There no maintenance, nothing. And achieving these levels of power with the solar panel. Okay, I have this kind of friends. And I have other kind of friends from the flat earth. They believe that, weather balloon, this species of shit, they believe this is satellite, a balloon, they believe, okay? A balloon that go, you let it go and it just expands because the pressure, and then it explodes and falls. For them, this is a satellite with a little shit also with some solar panels. For them, this is satellite. Another, so two heads of bullshit. More, a little bit more funny when it comes to the flat Earth sides. The balloons. So this is truth. But are those guys? Is the truth of how this echelon system work? Those are gigantic antennas on Earth, how they transmit the signal, and that the signal really follows, in my opinion now, the structure of space-time itself. So you have gigantic antennas in South Africa, for example, and throwing this energy in this signal up in the sky, and it end up in Europe. And now I really believe that it just follows the structure of space-time of this realm. Okay, there is not even nothing to do, just beam the signal. Is this truth important for my two kind of friends? No, it is not. It is not important. Okay, and some truth, sometimes even useful for health and everything, can be rejected because it interferes with the timeline of the person. It interferes with the timeline of the person. You say something good for the health for a person, but this person needs to be sick and go to a hospital and meet his wife, for example. The most important thing. It's most important than his health, than anything. And he will have a child, and this child is very important for humanity. So you see here that some truths are rejected because they interfere with timeline. They interfere with timeline. This timeline can be very important for the person and for the whole humanity and for the whole consciousness. So those truths of how stuffs work and stuff, they can be not important. Not important, guys. For me, they are very important because for me, they are part of my spiritual awakening. How stuffs work is how my consciousness work, and how science work is one and the same. I pretty much fused spiritual between bracket and material understanding. It's one and the same. So I am blessed or cursed because of this, really. So like I said, so there is sometimes rejections because the timeline is important for the consciousness to mature, and maturing of consciousness is truth itself. This realm is looking for a truth of the consciousness itself, what it is, and awaken to what it is itself, what is its form, its manifestation, its body, and how to evolve in this field. What are you, and what are you manifesting? Okay, what is this form of you, and the link between point of view and point of experience, those two consciousness, this consciousness of the perceived point of view, and the consciousness organizing the body. Okay, this is what is growing. This is what this reality is doing. It is doing real truth, truth in the facts of being. This reality is doing truth in the facts, how to be, how to manifest an awakened being, an awakened in his substance. Okay, that's the priority. Okay, so this is why some truths are resisted. Okay, there is some truths nobody should resist because they have a karmic weight on them. Okay, for example, turning a blind eye on the suffering of animals or on the harming of children. For example, from the Golem satanic religion, the sacrificers, the mutilators, the pedophiles, turning a blind eye, you cannot. There is truth, you have to see them. If you turn a blind eye, there is karmic consequences. So mostly the truths that are important are the one that implies the well-being of other beings. This everybody should be seeing it. If he doesn't want to be caught in a karmic lock, you know, this is also what is keeping this reality, those dark forces there, turning a blind eye on suffering of animals, on the children, on the human children, you know, the helpless beings. Okay, so this, no compromise. I have seen it. I'm talking from a point of view of experience. You cannot turn a blind eye on this and continue your timeline like there is no problem. But satellites, okay, jet fuel, so this kind of stuff, it doesn't really important. So it can be resisted because it will interfere too much. It will interfere too much with the timeline of the person and what is there to do for consciousness. Okay. So those are the types of truth. So this reality is really about the truth of the being itself, its capability to be and to manifest its form. An awakened being in a physical form. This is what nature does. It does forms, beings, birds, okay, elephants, you know, something. This is what it is doing. Okay, it's not doing intellectual truth. What is a satellite? Okay, a balloon or a yeah, it's not doing this. It's not the important. The important is your inner truth, which is not intellectual. Your inner clarity and lucidity. Okay, and this goes to be in contact with your manifestation and manifest what you are. Okay, so there is a lot of bullshit about running away in imaginary places from religion, from spiritualities, and from the now very junk, recycled version of Buddhism or something, which is soul trap and everything, but ridicule with no depth, nothing, no knowing of meditation you know, it becomes a McDonald's of this era. But obviously it was very short-lived because already the movement is dying. So we are back to what I am as a consciousness. What is this body? What is this consciousness doing? How is it organizing? And I'm not really that much in contact. I mean, people are in contact when it comes to creating a cancer because of stress or something. This they can do in the physical body, okay? But something in the other side, apparently no much, okay? So we know how to create stress in the body and alter it, but apparently humanity is not that much into doing the other direction. Okay, this is also very understandable because to do in the other direction, change the form and everything, it's not the little mechanism that create a cancer with stress. Okay, it's something in another level. It's really infusing the consciousness in the form. It's a lot of vertical work. It's not the egos that do this. The egos that stresses the body to sickness or something. They cannot change it because of positivity and happiness. Okay. So it's another level who does this. It's lucidity. It's this consciousness fusing with the other consciousness of the body. Okay, it's the genie in the lamp fusing with the lamp. Okay, the lamp being the body, and the genie inside the cavity of the lamp is seeing the world through the lamp. But they can fuse. There is a point of contact between this what is contained in the cavity of the lamp and the matter of the lamp, and stuff start to happen there. So it's like a high level working on the vertical level. Okay. Okay, let's take an example of what I'm working on. One of the, the sites of the discovery of consciousness, discovering of the truth of what I am, what I can do, what I can manifest, what will be a manifested form, body of a conscious body, when consciousness is really manifesting its level of consciousness. It's really having the skill to be, okay, beyond the limitation of the animal structure, the animalistic structure of the now, of the body, which was needed for the consciousness to grow and for everything to grow. Everybody is gaining from the other, the point of view and the point of experience, but the consciousness of those two are getting qualities of the other sides. Okay? Individualism, the body trying to individuate, the consciousness trying to manifest, the point of view trying to have a form, to be what it is, and nature know how to make structure that last, that are not like the astral realm, vaporous. The happening in the materialistic form is about keeping some organization, okay, capability to manifest a form. So they have to fuse, those two sides have to fuse in a being. This is where you have to become one. You have to become one, not by going run away, a chicken run to the source, and your imaginary mythology, going to the source, to nirvanas, to paradise, and all this bullshit, the same bullshit. Going one with the source, it's not the source. You are from the source to become individuated in many others. That's the direction. So if you have to become one, it is with your own manifestation. You and your manifestation, which you perceive as being very separated, but most of this perception is an illusion. Okay, just see how you receive some chemicals in your brain, and you lose memory, you lose time. If you take some, some drugs, mushrooms, time is lost. You cannot decode the reality. You cannot read. You are fucked up. Where is you? You is pretty much linked to this decoding body. Okay. In the dreams, I hurted myself a long time ago with the wire in the ground when I was up in the floor, and the body was catching some activity, and I see it in the dream. Okay. Or what I ate, and then the dreams are different. The electromagnetic pollution around, so the body is putting even this show for us, or even of the astral when we are sleeping. Okay, so this limitation, this separation, we add a lot of bullshit on it, and it is the gap is getting closed. The gap between these two consciousness, or the illusion of those two consciousness, is getting more and more closed as the consciousness grow. So an example I said of what I'm working on, I was working many years on the fear, and I discovered there is fear and there is dread. Okay, this dread when your body is paralyzed. Okay, something very rare in my life. I had it I even lost memory. Maybe I was young. I was walking on a wall very high, like doing the dump. You're trying to be superhero, and then my feet get caught in the other, and I felt like I'm gonna fall, and it really paralyzed me because the wall was very high and narrow, and me playing the dump, and my body freezes, So it was the dread. So the dread in real life is very rare and different than fear. Okay, you have to understand the difference, because one, the dread is very physical reaction. It's very, you know. So I give you an example. Somebody who doesn't know about the bears, for example, the animals, they never seen one, they didn't know it's there, and he's walking in some forest, you know, and then the stuff jump out of nowhere on him. There is dread, physical reaction. It's you know, it's in the cells themselves. And there is somebody who lives in, for example, in a place where there is bear, and he's afraid of bears. There is the fear of bears. Imagine if I go to forest, and so he get, you know, maybe he get some weapon or something, and he's looking around. He's afraid. So fear and dread, different. There is one which is very much intellectual, and there is a very physical reaction, which we will call dread. Another example, let's take another example to really, you have to understand the difference. Somebody who is climbing, for example, a rocky hill, a rocky mountain, no ropes, nothing. You can be afraid to do it because you are afraid of the height or something. Okay? And even a professional can be a little bit afraid because this path is very difficult. Okay, and he say, I'm gonna go over my fear and do it. Okay, so we can be afraid. So at what moment there will be a dread in this situation? For example, you are climbing, you grab something with your hand, you hook yourself with let's say the left hand, you pull, and the rock breaks under your weight, and you are falling, but you catch yourself miraculously, you know, miraculously. And there is this, you know, this paralyzed, you know, this physical reaction, which I call dread. Okay, you nearly died, and it might paralyze you, you know. It can happen to the guy, the beginners, can happen to the professionals. The professional may had it many times, and his reaction may be more controlled physically. He doesn't get you know, paralyzed or something when he gathers himself. But it could be dread in this situation where the stone break under your weight, and you don't know how you stopped yourself from falling and dying. Okay, so some people can feel this paralyzed. So I said this dread is very rare in my life. Even if I have been through a dangerous situation, dangerous Vietnams, you will not believe, where fear can be there. If I take this road, there is danger there. There is some, you know, some activity. I can be, you know, can be caught in some stuff. So there is the fear. But the dread itself is very rare. Like I said, it is a physical reaction at the moment, the unexpected moment. You know, unexpected. It just happens. You know, you didn't see it coming, and you paralyzed. So it's not something that I encounter a lot in my life. Okay, but you can be afraid. You know, in some Vietnams, you say, I'm afraid to go this road. It's fucking killing zone. You know, in some shitty Vietnam. Okay, so dread is not very there. It's very rare. Okay, yet, some days ago, I was in a dream, and the dream had some activity there, some encounter. And I woke up, and my body was in the vibration of dread, something I didn't have for a long time. And the dream didn't even deserve this reaction. My first reaction, why this dread? I didn't have this for a long time, like, really? And the dream, I have seen worse than this in dream, more crazy situation. Okay, so I have to tell you the dream so you understand what's happening there. So there was a woman, normal looking, and there was a table. We were sitting on a table or something. And at a certain moment I look at the belt of this woman, and there was a chicken legs, like on both sides, like some weird design or something. And I say, what the fuck is this? In the dream, you know? I start to say, what is this? Is this a woman or something else? You know, some else, you know, some witch or some entity in the dream. And then somehow the woman grabbed one of my finger of my hand and you know, twisted it like you know, like trying to harm me, you know. And I said, what the fuck is this? So I grabbed this heavy table that was between us, and I superpower, like the super heavy table, like I lifted like nothing and trying to, you know, to hit this entity with it. The entity went a little bit far away toward the wall. I throw the table, very powerful, like Superman, and I nearly caught the head of this shit between the table and the wall. I nearly splashed it, okay? And then the stuff moves very fast, you know, like these vampires or something. And she come from behind. So I grab the table again and I flip it behind me to you know, to splash this crap on the. And I woke up. When I woke up, and I found my body, guys, vibrating, the dread vibration, the vibration I had a kid on the wall. You know, when I nearly lost my balance and fall, and I get like paralyzed. You know, I get paralyzed for some second, and I went back slowly to the roof of the house. So I find it. I woke up from this nightmare or dream, and I find my body injured. And I said, "What is this?" The dream I was doing superhuman stuff. I was, you know, nearly destroying this shit, and I woke up with the dread, you know. So, two reactions here, guys. There is the ego reaction. The old ego back in time could say, you shouldn't feel this. You shouldn't feel this. You did so much work on the fear and everything. How this is possible? Okay, this is the little stuff that one of my egos, Osterman, started to come with. But nah, you are foolish. You are stupid. You are just stupid. So I understood, okay, with my depth of consciousness, with all the work of verticality, that this dread in the body is very much related to the superpowers I had in the dream. The superpowers, Superman powers I had in the dream, were very much linked to this vibration that was in the body on the bed. Okay? So here we see two vibrations, the vibration of dread and the vibration of power. They are kind of the same, they are in the same spot, okay, of frequencies. So why this body get the dread in a bed, comfort in my house, and didn't get it in crazy Vietnam, crazy situation, you know? Because the body was left open to the energies, to the whole field of energy. Okay, when we dream and stuff, there is something where this point of view, point of experience are separated, and the body opens his field, his barrier, his frontiers. Okay, so the kind of the physical ego is open to the everything, and this everything also hides a lot of energies. Okay, a lot of energies. So what I'm discovering. Cheers. What I'm discovering pretty much sure now, it's many weeks I'm working on this, that this frequency of this dread, physical dread, and the superpowers or the power or one spectrum of the power are there. It's hidden there, it's mixed together, you know. I have this life deployed, this consciousness deployed, keeping the structures and stuff. It's kind of hidden there behind. So I said, wow, might be I'm very true in this case. So what I decided to keep this vibration of dread and not to try to stop it or avoid it, and I try to maintain it physically. And I said I'm not going to use mental imagery because there is not much that scares me to this level. Okay, when you are awake, when you are in your body point of view and stuff, it's very difficult to generate this dread. Something crazy has to happen. You have to be afraid of the height, for example, and nearly slip from this cliff or from this wall, like I said, or something. So I try to maintain it with the capability that I have, that I deploy developed through the years of spiritual working, and I kept it this dread vibration for some time. Okay, and I really have felt, guys, that there is something in this frequency when the body opens to the physical realm. When we lose this kind of wall, frontier, ego, and we open the cell, the structure of the body to the whole field, there is this dread, but there is also the next level of power, the next level of incarnation. So I have also to work on this side of the body, this vibration. When the body is open to the field, which can translate in a dread, it really look the same, guys. It's really the same. I couldn't find any difference. And in the dream, I had the superpowers, and I wake up and I have this vibration, and I link it together. It is together. It is together by the body opening itself to all the energies. There is a fear in the body to do that because nature built structures, built limits between one and another, between beings. Okay, definition. Okay, so when we break the definition on this physical realm, we have these frequencies, which we have to discover. If you are an Inglorious Bastards, guys, this is not a video for well-being or for... this is a video of discovery, and it can have some stuff's happening. It's an adventure. There is always danger. Some stuffs can happen. So it's not really a video for, it's for the adventurers, the brave one, the capable ones. It's not for well-being here. This channel is not, okay? So I'm really talking with people, powerful people, which have the power to do this, the capabilities, the structure, the consciousness level, the enough mileage of working on the vertical level. So that was the experience between here. This example is for archiving this dream, and also to explain to you this work on the truth, the real truth, which is consciousness and its form, and how to manifest the next level of being, next level of power. And this was part of it. So that was the video. See you in the next one.